Hello, and welcome to another episode in Adapt of Chicago Productions. I'm Joel Margolis, your host for today, and with me today is Ms. Ruby Bradford, who is a member of a remarkable arts organization called Project Onward. But before we talk about your art, Ruby, I'd like to, if I may, learn a little bit about you and your life. Were you born here in Chicago?
Yes.
Okay. And did you grow up here? Totally?
Yes.
Okay. In what neighborhood or what part of Chicago?
South Prairie, and I was born St. Bernard Hospital, 12:01 a.m. on September 22nd, 1984, as my late come-along parents, Denise Cage, my late mother, and this is my late dad. He used to be in the Army. He was honorable discharge.
I see. And did you go to school here in Chicago?
Yes, my favorite school is Foster Park with Miss Pandy.
Foster
Park School.
Foster Park School?
Yeah.
Approximately where is that?
85th and South Woods.
Okay. Was that your elementary school or your high school?
Kindergarten and elementary school.
Kindergarten and elementary school. So you were there for kindergarten and a full 8 grades?
No, just for kindergarten.
Just for kindergarten. Okay. And where did you go to school next?
I went to Step. Step is no longer school no more. They closed down since 2003.
That was STEP?
Step.
STEP. Okay. STEP.
And I didn't like Lacoste, and I went to South Shore High School, revisit after I got diploma from South Shore High School.
So you went to South Shore High School. Were you there 4 years?
No, just the diploma.
Okay. And after that, okay, did you take any training in the arts?
I did art in late 1997 before I started working at Gallery 37. The hardest part is bust painting. I did a video a few times. I did a puppet twice. Gallery 37. It called At School Matters Now.
And are you still living in Chicago now?
Yes.
So in addition to being in Chicago most of your life, you've been working on your art at Project Onward on an ongoing basis. I'm wondering if you would share some of your art with us, although perhaps first you'd like to say a word or two about what Project Onward is?
It's a non-profit.
Okay, it's a not-profit organization, and it's a place where artists can come and work on their art, correct?
Yeah, we get 50-50, but we won't get as much.
Can I take the liberty of showing some of your artwork to our viewers? Okay. Could you please tell me,
It's just a classic Superman. Came out in 1938. The two Jewish men, one in Canada, one from Cleveland, Ohio. They created the big S on his chest, the blue tights, and a cape.
Okay, you're talking about the birth of the Superman story.
Yes.
Okay, in 1938, when two illustrators, Schuster and Siegel, created him, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and the S on the chest stands for?
Hope.
Oh,
And super.
super.
My mom was crazy about the late George Reeves, the Defender Superman. My mom crazy about George Reeves. I met Noelle Neal since Noelle Neal just passed early July. She was a very wonderful lady, played Rachel Lois Lane.
And I noticed this Superman has a uniform that's mostly blue with some red and a little yellow. Okay.
Yes.
Are those the classic Superman colors?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you chose those colors because it's part of the Superman story?
Yes.
I understand. You have some other figures here too. I'm wondering if we could talk a little bit about them.
That's a
And
class of Flash, the fastest man alive. This is Barry Allen.
this is Flash,
Yeah.
the fastest man alive.
Yeah, my former friend Matt used to like the Flash, but he moved away. We don't see each other too much.
Okay, but Flash is with us here, and I notice Flash has a mostly red outfit with a little bit of yellow. Okay, are those the colors that you usually use for Flash?
Yeah, he could run faster.
Okay,
He run fast.
Flash runs fast.
Yeah, but
Okay,
he doesn't fly like Superman.
he cannot fly.
No,
Okay, can he swim?
in the water.
He can swim in the water. Okay. Does Flash go around helping people the way
Yes.
Superman? Okay.
Yes.
Does he help people who are largely in trouble?
Yes.
Ah, that sounds like a good thing to do. Now, I notice Flash and Superman are about the same size. Are they both made out of the same type of material?
Yes.
Okay. Is the interior stuffing something like a cotton or a wool?
It's just a plush doll.
Okay. And the cloth on the outside?
No, it's just the plush
Just,
blank.
I see. Okay. And Flash has a very big mouth, I notice. Okay. Does he do a lot of talking?
Yes, he eat fast food sometimes.
He eats fast food.
McDonald's, Burger King, hot dogs, Chinese food, and pizza.
He likes all of those?
And salads.
And salads. Does Flash have a strong appetite?
Just sometimes.
Just sometimes. Okay. But since he does a lot of running around, maybe he needs to eat a lot sometimes?
I wish the Flash eats salad. Superman eats salad sometimes.
Okay. And in addition to Flash, we have yet another personality here. Okay. If I may put Flash aside for a moment, not to neglect him, but just lay him to rest for a moment. Now, here we have someone in a red uniform with a blue sash, and I have to admit my ignorance. I don't know who this is.
Remember Prince Charles? Came visit Chicago in 1977. I did a board trade in Drake Hotel. That's his older son, Prince William,
Oh, so this is Prince William,
the
the son
Duke of Cambridge.
Okay, the Duke of Cambridge, son of Prince Charles, and the grandson of Queen Elizabeth.
Yes.
Okay, so Prince William visited Chicago?
His mother visited the late Princess Diana.
Princess Diana.
Yeah, my great cousin Shug Tucker met Princess Diana once at the Cook County Hospital. She was wonderful.
So your late cousin actually met Princess Diana?
Yeah.
Okay. And Prince William here is wearing a red uniform with a blue sash. Is that possibly a British Army uniform or a royal uniform?
They're called the Trooper Guard.
The Troop Guard. Okay.
The Trooper Guard.
The Trooper Guard, and this is the uniform of the Trooper Guard.
When he got married on April 29, 2011, me and my mom, that was the last time she spent time with me before she was ill early 2012 and before she died on May 4th.
So you were watching pictures of Prince William and his bride on television? Okay. And did that help give you the idea to do a doll in the Prince William model?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think you might do some dolls of other members of the British royal family? Prince Charles, perhaps?
I did Prince Charles before.
Oh, do you have Prince Charles with you today?
It's in my sketchbook.
Can we see the sketch of Prince Charles, if you don't mind showing it to us? Okay.
We're going to have to make it quick.
Can we open the sketchbook?
It's just a classic Superman.
Oh, well, we've got more about... Can I show this to our viewers? We have more about Superman here. Superman insignias. Okay, and underneath his name it says the Man of Steel. Okay, and I think this is a picture of Superman.
Yeah,
And all of this work, the dolls and the drawings, you did all by yourself?
yeah. I never met Henry Cavill. I never met Kylie Minogue. I met Matt McCool, the Jimmy Olsen from Superman movie. I met Michael Kidder, Dan Judges. He did the Superman comics of Christopher Reeves. I love the Christopher Reeves version. That was the
Okay.
best.
That you thought that was the best of all Superman versions.
Yes, since they already rebirthed, the 52 is already been canceled quite for some times now. They already rebirthed the Superman. Just the blue suit, no red boots. Won't be the same. I already donated the Superman plush dolls at the Super Museum in Metropolis, Illinois. I've been go to Superman celebration by early June 2012. I met Gerard Christopher after my mom passed. He got me a hug. I met Dean Cain.
And this was all at the Superman Museum.
Yes.
You went there yourself.
Yes, after I split with my best friend a few years after my first aunt passed a few years back.
Okay. So in addition to Superman and Flash and Prince William, now who do we have here?
Young Prince Charles at the Trooper Guard. And
Oh, so this is Prince Charles, the father of Prince William.
yes,
And he's also in the Trooper Guard
Yeah.
uniform. Okay.
I donated my cat paintings at Treehouse a few years ago. Jenny Schleer, she used to work there. She got a new job, but I don't know anybody over there. It'd be best I could try to donate my few cat pieces at the Cat Cafe at the Treehouse.
Okay, so you, in addition to Prince William, you've done Prince Charles. Okay.
I wrote a letter to Prince Charles about a long time ago.
Okay. Who is this here?
Prince Charles in Tuxedo.
Oh, this is also Prince Charles, but instead of being in the Trooper Guard, he's now in tuxedo as if he's going to a formal event.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me show you with the Board of Trade right quick. Let me show you with the Board of Trade with Prince Charles.
All right. If you can open to that, I'll be happy to share it with our viewers. And here we have, it looks like, is this Prince Charles also?
Yes.
And he's at the Board of Trade?
Yes.
In Chicago?
1977. My mom don't like Prince Charles.
Okay, but this is the Board of Trade
Yeah.
building on Jackson in the
Yeah.
background, and there's Prince Charles in the foreground. Okay, and this time you have him in a blue suit, and it looks like there's some silver trim.
That's his bodyguards and crowd.
Ah, I understand. Do you think that you might do either paintings or dolls of other members of the royal family, such as
I wrote a letter
Queen
to Prince.
Elizabeth?
I don't do a Queen Elizabeth. That's he visit inside the Board of Trade.
So now we have Prince Charles inside the Board of Trade. Okay. Okay. Previously we saw him in front of the building. Now he's inside the Board
Yeah.
of Trade. And what do you have there for us that you're holding?
Superman Chicago. They did the Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman since I
Could
never
we
met.
move this a little bit so our viewers can see it more easily? So this is Superman in Chicago?
Yeah.
All right. Do you think he'll visit Chicago again?
And here's another one with the Board of Trade.
And this is
Another-
also Prince Charles at the Board of Trade. Okay. You've done quite a bit on Prince Charles as well as Prince William. Do you think that sometime you might do dolls or paintings?
I
of-
did plush dolls before. I did 3D cardboards a year ago, and that was too much for me.
Okay.
It's time for a change.
And here we have, is this Prince Charles also in tuxedo?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Prince William.
Oh, we have Prince William here in his Trooper Guard uniform?
Yeah.
Okay, but this time in a painting rather than in a doll. And we have the red uniform with some yellow gold trim, the blue sash, okay, epaulets on the shoulders, looking very, very royal indeed. Okay. May I turn to the next figure? Okay. And this looks as if it's Superman in a different setting. Okay. Is Superman here visiting with some people?
He met Prince Charles.
Oh, Superman meets Prince Charles. Okay. Was that here in Chicago?
No, that's in London.
In London. Okay. Would you like to visit London yourself?
Maybe one day, but you have to be careful. And this is Prince William.
Oh, here we have Prince William in a suit rather than in a uniform. Okay. It looks as if he's in a blue suit with a red tie.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is his dad.
Okay.
I used to roll up to Prince Charles years ago.
Okay, so this is Prince Charles
Yeah.
in a blue suit and a red tie,
Yeah.
dressed the way Prince William is in the painting we saw just a moment ago. Okay. And here we have, is this Prince
William. the
Prince
Duke of-
William? This is a what we call a headshot in
Yeah.
photography. This is from the chest upwards. He's in the Trooper Guard uniform.
Yeah.
Okay. He has no hat on. Okay. And we see his epaulets. And is this blue sash something like a symbol of the Trooper Guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the British royal family.
Okay. Very much indeed.
And before we wrap up, and I really appreciate, we're trying to invite the stars on September 7th at Bridgeport. Only going to invite Dan Judge, Henry Cavill, Alice Ross, Gerard Christopher, Dean Cain, and more.
Now, for viewers who want more information about your event on September 7th or any other event, is there a place they can call or go to learn more about Project Onward?
I know it's not going to be easy. They will not forget about me, and I knew how hard it was after my mom been gone for a while. I will still, as a classic Superman fan, but doesn't mean I could be an artist again. And I already discussed with the Level War Alderman for a while back, and I had to thank Mary Chester as she helped me for over a year. And we tried to relaunch my new website called rubybradford.net.
And that is a new website,
It's not
www.rubygraphic.net.
no Ruby Bradford.
RubyBradford.net. Thank you for correcting me. That was www.rubybradford.net. So you're hoping to relaunch that soon?
In early September before the fall of my 32nd birthday.
So our visitors, okay, or rather our viewers, if they want to visit your website, they have the website address.
I did not pay yet. That's why we need to make a big donations. And I met the guys at Classic Superman costume with the red trousers with the yellow belt. That's my favorite. My favorite is just Joshua Tempt.
Okay.
Let me spell his last name. Ooten. Can you help me pronounce his last name?
All right. Thank you for sharing that with us. And if our viewers today want any more information about you or other artists, they can call Project Onward, which I believe is at 35th and Racine.
Yeah.
Correct? Good. I want to thank you very, very much for coming in and sharing so much with us. And I hope that you'll come back to Adapt to Chicago Productions some other time.
Yeah, I will do it
Thank you
again.
very much. I want to thank all our viewers for joining us today and having this glimpse into the life and work of Ms. Ruby Bradford, an artist who's part of the Project Onward Gallery. And we hope that you will join us again at Voices of the Disabled, produced by Adapt to Chicago Productions. I'm Joel Margolis, your host. I thank you for joining us.
Hi, my name is Scott Nance with Chicago Adapt, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the Disability Integration Act, also known as DIA. The Disability Integration Act is proposed Title VI of the Americans with Disabilities Act and enforces Olmstead decision, Supreme Court in 1999, that says people with disabilities have the right to live in their own homes. Unfortunately, this is a constitutional right that has not been enforced. The Disability Integration Act would provide enforcement regulations around this Olmstead decision and the Americans with Disabilities Act. 1 in 5 people living in this country have some kind of a disability. That's 1 in 5 people living in this country who are at risk of unnecessary institutionalization. And really, when you think about it, it's 100% of the population that live in this country that's at risk of institutionalization, because anybody can join us at any point in their life. That's not the tragedy. Having a disability is not a tragedy. Acquiring a disability, being diagnosed, aging into some kind of a disability is not the tragedy. The tragedy is when the supports and services aren't in place to maintain and enforce our civil right to live in the community. The Disability Integration Act does that. But we need your help. We need the community to let our elected officials know that the Disability Integration Act is a civil rights legislation that protects and invests and enforces the constitutional right of every citizen to live where they want to live. A right long denied people with disabilities living in this country. So please, reach out to Senator Durbin, reach out to Senator Kirk, reach out to Representative Duckworth, who is campaigning for the Kirk senatorial seat. Let them know that disability rights are important to you and they need to sponsor the Disability Integration Act. You can also let your elected officials know in the House of Representatives to sponsor House Bill 5689. In the Senate, for Durbin, Kirk, and Duckworth, it's 2427. Call them today, email all of their offices, and let them know that you're not asking. You expect and you demand our constitutional rights to be enforced. Thank you.